Good morning and welcome to your daily morning horoscope for Tuesday, 14th April 2026 Aries. Things could be up and down for you today. You might experience some confusion as a result of communication snaffles. Computer glitches might also be in the mix and it might cause your financial situations to be unresolved. Persevere and you'll succeed. Don't be surprised if you're recruited to join a project that is totally new to you. You may be apprehensive at first, but you'll do just fine, so go ahead and say yes. Taurus, you might be feeling a little tense because you and your partner are grappling with some issues today. You could get frustrated because you need to postpone some purchases or investments until the cash starts flowing more freely again. The good news is that this is a fine time to work out such a conflict to satisfactory resolution. Both of you will need to be open-minded and look at all sides as you make your decisions. Gemini, that will be an exciting day for you today. Intellectually, a number of intriguing concepts will catch your fancy, and you'll be hungry to learn more about them right away. Your research could take you to the library or onto the internet, and the topics might relate to social or political issues. As irresistible as these new ideas may seem, don't forget to tend to the business of your everyday life. Cancer, you'll want to respond to your creative juices, which will flow freely today. Don't suppress the urge to sing, compose, paint, or write. You'll be in the full flower of creativity, so make the most of this today. You'll be able to take care of your daily obligations and still make room for your creative expression. Listen to the messages that you receive in your heart and let them burst out forth. Leo, tugs on the home front could be pulling you away from attending an event with friends or that you've been waiting for a long time. Try to be reasonable and sort out the needs of those at home first with kindness in your heart. You might be able to address these issues and still have time to be with your friends. Just remember to keep your priorities straight. Virgo, cool heads could be needed today as tempers may flare at work because of frustration with ongoing problems. You might need to take the lead in keeping everyone calm by facilitating clear and open communication. It will be important to keep emotions in check or words will fly that people may regret. This is a temporary situation and everyone should be back at an even level, so keep keen and trust that issues will be resolved. Libra, if you find yourself second-guessing plans you made earlier, perhaps for a plane trip, try to look objectively at your concerns. You don't have to cancel everything if you have money worries. Your fears will probably turn out to be unfounded, and this could be a good time to look into learning more about modern technology, either by enrolling in a class or attending a lecture. Evaluate vacation plans or a class with an analytical eye. Scorpio, you might find yourself wrestling some ongoing unresolved issues that could interfere with your ability to do your job. Be mindful that you're a bit brittle today, particularly if you're working on financial matters. The last thing you want to do is have a major battle with those around you, so do your best to keep your cool and don't let uncontrolled emotions roar in the day. Sagittarius, there is a possibility that you'll fall into a bit of regression today as old feelings of anxiety and inadequacy surface. Although you've researched the good terms and placed in self-confidence, some old childhood fears could resurface. The old emotions that bubble up could impede your interactions with your co-workers or friends today, so be mindful of what lies under the surface for you. Capricorn, okay, up and about. You might feel that you're walking through sand today, but you really need to shake your body out and get the blood flowing. If you don't get up and do something, you'll be a slug all day. You need to clear your head and cast off all the bloated feelings. Most importantly, you want to get a good start to the day so you can accomplish everything that awaits you. Aquarius, you could be startled to find that your artistic talents, although dormant for a while, are called into service today. A particular undertaking of those around you could benefit from a gift in your area. Don't panic, you won't be expected to do this alone. Others will pitch in and help. One thing to be careful of today is to not let your emotions run away with you because it could just spoil everything. Pisces, this could be a tough day for you emotionally. It might surprise you to find that some very old, deep-seated feelings get churned up in the course of investigating a subject of keen interest. It might be difficult to process these feelings. Don't try to intellectualize them too much. At this time, be wary of situations that could trigger an emotional cyclone. Some words can be brutally painful, so try to avoid this at all costs. This has been your daily morning horoscope for Tuesday, 14th April 2026. Do have yourself a wonderful day.
morning, guys. It's Tuesday morning, and we are so privileged to be here. We are so privileged that you have decided to choose us to be your inspiration to start your day off right. We're not going to disappoint you. Thank you, guys. We need to take a short break. We'll be right back. Whenever you come to the vendor's arcade or you go to the market, once you're in Castries, there is excitement to gather. And of course, we're not going to miss any of those. As a matter of fact, there's a little man right inside the vendor's arcade. No, that's the market. The vendor's arcade is the other side. Okay, I'm learning. Right, so right inside of the market, he goes by Mr. G. And that man, he carves. But he don't just carve. This man carves with heart, with culture, with history. So much when you pick up or you look at a piece of his art, it's captured in there. So we had to give him a feature. Yeah. Mr. G, how are you?
I'm good, man.
Greetings, man. Greetings. Mr. G, now you give me the insight as to the age of the lion. Now I want you to tell me how long you've been doing carvings.
All right, I've been doing carving now for maybe about from since I was 19.
How this happened? This is coming from a family lineage?
Yeah, well, man used to do the carving, so.
Oh, your dad?
Yeah, so I take it from him, you know? Yeah.
And when you started this, man, you started as a child or you?
I started when I was 19.
Right, but how you decide? Because listen, I know a lot of people. My father used to do carvings,
well, remember,
and I never gravitated
back in the days, 19 would be about 80 something. So in those days, you had to find something to do. It was hard to get something to do, and a lot of people was carving. So you know what I mean. So it was just it come in handy, so we have to do it.
Right.
You know, and
so it was a means of
put food on the table.
Food on the table.
Yeah, man.
Right. And you decide carving because you knew about that. That was something that was new to you.
Yeah.
And you started there.
Yeah.
When you started, do you remember when you started what it was like?
It was hard, man. You cut off all your hand and everything.
Yeah, but what did you start carving? Because we're looking at some of your pieces now, and I'm saying when you started, you always started doing these kind of carvings, these pieces?
No.
What was the first thing that
changed over the years? I used to do a lot of sun and moon.
Right.
If you single one up there, that's the sun and moon.
A sun and moon.
Yeah, so we used to do that. We used to do a lot of fish. The big one over there.
Right. Yes.
Yeah,
all right.
That's another one I used to do.
Right. So you started off on this stage.
Yeah, but the reason why I changed it now.
Tell me.
In this day and age, the tourists, they change. They don't want to carry big stuff anymore.
Right.
So I do pieces that I take apart.
I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, man,
my. So that was going on there, so they could mount this up. Look, you got okay, so you could mount up the things.
Yes.
Hey.
Well,
wow.
All right. This is one of them, but let me show you over here.
Okay, let's move a little bit. We have to move around, you know.
Yeah, pa.
Because Mr. G is not a simple man, you know.
You see these are the hummingbird now, so we change over into the hummingbird, so you could take it off.
Right, so you could package that easy to travel with.
This is easy to pack up, so you take off all these like that.
Right. You wrap this around
wind
here.
it up. And then you put it in a newspaper.
Right.
Tell them, okay, yeah.
Good to go.
So this can't break anymore in the suitcase.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Jesus, man. Wow. Now, you do, listen, because we've seen a lot of colors. You're involved with a lot of colors.
Yeah, I like colors.
And musical,
like
representation as well.
Yes.
The jazz.
Them over here, the music pieces over here.
Okay. I like these because,
you could actually, well, let me show you.
I want to see it.
Yeah.
When we take out the wings, we have to put the wings back in.
Yeah, put out the wings.
We have to put the wings back, Mr. G. Right. Over here. Oh, listen.
So over here, so now you have the musical pieces. All these are jazz pieces, you know.
Jazz, yeah, man. Take this down. I want to hold piece myself because. Oh, you could also take this apart.
Yeah, I'm going to show you. Watch out. Voila.
Whoa.
So this come off here, it come off here. For traveling.
You're traveling.
You put it back on when you get to your destination.
To destination and you sit there nicely.
So you want to want that? They must buy that.
They must buy it, you know. He's a smart man, you know, Mr. G. Mr. G, let me tell you something, man. They may want to worry with you. Now, how they doing this?
Hold it,
how you hold it? I'm not afraid of it.
Pop out the bottom.
Pop it out? Like you serious? Whoa.
The hands move.
The hands move. Oh my gosh.
Put it back in.
I could put this in.
Voila.
Wow. Man, how creative can this get? But no, and I read that's the carvings, but there's some other things around your area that caught my attention. Now I want you to go back a little bit because I want to come down here soon.
Oh yeah, these are the cars, you know.
Look at this.
Like,
Now I want
yeah.
all to pay attention.
Yeah, this is
You
a vintage
understand?
piece, you know. It's way back in the days when you said people make these canned cars long ago, you know.
I never knew about this. Our era.
Yeah,
you guys know about this? Ask the camera videographer. They're young.
I take it to a different
You
level.
don't know about
now.
this, right? We don't know about this, yeah?
A different level, we take it and make it convertible.
Oh, how you mean?
You see my convertible?
Yeah, oh yeah, man. Of course, my love. The 7-Up, the Fanta, you know.
This one another on the roof.
Whoa, I like the little. But watch the man.
Yeah.
Watch the little buggy there. The little beetle. We call them the little beetle.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Oh, what this, man? Yo, not what you said to me the last time? Nothing go to waste.
Nothing
go to waste. Yo, this man here, this is what you talk about when you talk about
waste, man. Everything I have to use.
none can waste. Me love this. But that's not all. I'm also watching some of your pieces over here, like these. Did you carve this as well, or these are pieces that I don't understand.
No, this is a Harley Davidson.
That's a Harley Davidson.
Never come well up and stuff.
That come well up on stuff,
Yeah.
but still, it's still in, you know, that
Yeah,
sort
man,
of
it still mean a lot
Listen, man.
because they like it, you know.
Listen, no, man. Listen, I could spend a whole day here by you, Mr. G,
I
but
see that.
certainly the response, we just got here and we saw tourists, they're picking it up.
Yeah,
like,
I
picking up
I can't complain.
You can't complain.
Can't complain.
But let me tell you
this
now.
is piece of my masterpiece now.
Which one? This one?
Yeah, man, this
Oh!
everything I'm a masterpiece that you know.
Oops, the umbrella.
Now, come
Hey,
on.
hello.
You know, everything come out.
Warm to you. Warm to you, man.
In my palm tree.
I'm on a date and I'm nervous.
Watch me.
What is
Have a
that like?
handbag.
Handbag, a whole.
She have her umbrella and her guitar.
Oh, yo,
And the man have
yo,
his
yo.
guitar.
Watch a date
In
night.
10.
Watch date at the park. Let me tell you something. Serenity and not none we, man.
So this piece is live and direct.
And then you take the whole thing apart.
Everything come out.
And
Just for
re-put it.
traveling. Yeah,
Whoa.
man. And put it back together.
Listen, no man. I love the energy that you capture. I want you
Yeah.
guys to come. Hold on, Mr. G. Let's come across here soon. The jazz pieces over
Yes.
here. The
Okay,
You
those
know?
pieces now you have to paint them up. And
Yeah.
you make different sizes in them, you know?
man.
So I mainly do this for the jazz because I just come up and a lot of people come and they buy them.
They buy them.
Buy them.
They buy them.
So this piece here now is the piece that is one piece of wood.
Right.
You have to carve everything out of it.
Oh,
Yeah.
and then you put your little colorism and everything, and you put your thing together, and you make
natural
the.
wood you look on, you know.
How you mean?
Natural
Yeah, but
wood,
this.
man.
Well, how you get?
You just do the V-gouge and slice them up and make it look like paint up.
This you.
Yeah.
Listen,
All
man.
right, check this one out. Check this
Right.
out. You see this?
Okay, so this is just
You know
one
what kind of
normal
wood that
piece of
is?
wood.
You have blue maho. You
Right.
have mahogany, you have cedar.
Okay.
No paint, just
It's
natural
not
wood.
paint, it's
No
natural
paint
wood,
at
the
all.
natural colors.
Natural color.
Oh, come on, man.
Natural color.
Now let me ask you now, coming back to you now, so Mr. G, because you started this at 19.
Yeah.
You're just looking to make some money, put some food on the
Yeah,
table.
yeah, yeah, we
But
take it
this
serious.
now have definitely grown into more than just
Yeah,
food
man,
on the
yeah,
table.
yeah,
This is heart now. This is
Yeah.
this is discovering some.
Yeah,
You have to
yeah.
connect now in a more deep, spiritual, cultural, historical way to what you're doing now.
Yeah.
What is the greatest joy in doing this now?
Well,
Because every time I
let me tell
pass,
you
you're putting together something.
The greatest joy making these pieces, they're going to people's house. And I like to put good things in the house.
Right.
So that's my joy to see them buy it and go with it,
Absolutely.
you know?
And you're confident that when somebody have a piece like that in
Yeah,
their
man,
house,
I'm
it
confident.
adds value to the space, don't?
I always ask them, where's this piece going? They would tell me New York, Miami,
Wow.
Philadelphia. So, okay, I heard about this place. It's nice there, yeah. You know?
Hopefully you'll jump on there one time to come.
Yeah.
But I mean, future-wise, what are some of the plans? You just continue to make your thing and
Nah,
just let
stop,
it
man.
flow?
Every time you're 80, 90, I do that, man.
You want
This
stuff?
is a great thing
So-
about this kind of work. You could do it
You could do
anytime.
it anytime, exactly.
Can't stop.
Absolutely.
Cannot stop doing craft.
Until
Because
whatever.
Remember, the youth just born, by the time he turn 80, he might about 25, 30 years old. He might buy some again.
Absolutely.
Can't stop sell.
That's true.
Never.
Wow. Mr. G,
Never.
let me tell you something. You're the man.
Yeah. But
You're
let me show you
definitely the
let me
man.
show you my jar piece though. My jar piece. Jar piece. See the jar piece I know.
Are this
Jar
you're dealing
piece,
with?
this- what going
Oh,
on?
but what's this? This is what?
The girl live up on the beach.
I know it's that, no. I know that, but what did you use? What material is that? That's wood? Which wood that? That's a heavy wood. I better ask you, man. This heavy now.
A wood man.
This is, what type of wood is that, Mr.?
The special wood that it.
That have to be a special wood that heavy.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Watch
that
it.
that have to be a special wood, man.
Yeah.
Boy. And you put up gloss on it? Or like,
No, man, a natural
that's
wood.
the natural wood?
Natural. Everything natural about it.
I can't believe you, man.
Yeah.
Now you take me for idiot, you know.
Everything natural about it.
This is... No, man.
Mm.
This is solid. I want to build my house in this wood, whatever wood that is.
Well, the people are not watching this. I wish they could come and feel it because they will look at you and say,
no,
you have to tell them, say, yo.
No, it's a heavy wood and this thing is solid. No, that's solid, man.
Heavy duty piece, man.
Heavy duty
Never
for real.
Lifetime.
And the hair and the... Whoa.
Yeah, lifetime piece.
And that's your lifetime. Beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
You're not selling this one. It don't look like, you know.
Sell it, we don't sell it.
I know.
You can the crocodile.
Yeah, no, you don't sell this. I can understand why.
Yeah, well, a lot of people
but a lot of people might want to go with it, you know.
Yeah.
But they might be the attraction pieces. You can't sell them.
You can the crocodile, the attraction
Put
piece,
this
man.
down, man. What the jail? The lion is in the same. The
lion kind of, may have more lion, but you know, the lion is the king of your jungle at all times. You can't leave him.
One other.
Yeah.
Lion other. Mr. G, let me tell you something. You're the man. I am very, very impressed.
Yeah, man. Every time I respect, every time, you know.
You don't know.
Don't know.
Side.
Yeah.
Manners and respect.
Aye.
No, this is man. Come and look, listen, I need a few pieces. Yeah, I mean, the prices are so reasonable. I go tell you all, but you need to come to the market. Just come by the fountain, the lion fountain.
You can't last.
You can't last. You understand,
Mr.
Mr. G right here. Everybody needs to have a piece of this in their space. Trust me. It's life. It's life. Mr. G, big up you.
Yeah, man, every time.
There's a deadline running on something, but listen, man, we had to get it in there because we want to make sure that everybody gets the opportunity to be a part of something remarkable. And we know we've got a lot of young entrepreneurs on island. Here's an opportunity for you through JCI. Well, it might seem like you're hearing a lot about JCI in our morning shows in recent times. And, you know, we are not apologizing for that because they are come on board. They are definitely a new organization, but they've come on board quite strongly, and they're enhancing in a lot of ways. An enhancement to us is a plus. So we're definitely going to stick to them. Here with Sheneil. Sheneil Archer is the second vice.
I'm the executive
vice president for JCI St. Lucia for 2026. And we're here to talk about another facet, another very vital, interesting, and an opportunity really for our young entrepreneurs.
Yes.
And anything like that, trust me, we're going to be there. JCI or not, we're going to be here. So you're going to have to deal with it. Chanel, you're here to tell me again, such an honor. And you guys have really decided to come on board and really, you all are going strong.
We're trying.
But there's a lot happening. And
Yes.
JCI has been around, and there's a lot of areas that JCI has been, you know, filling voids in the region and internationally.
Yes.
So St. Lucia is like playing catch up now,
Yes,
really.
yes,
So we got to
are.
help them to catch up because there's a lot of catching up to do. One such is that that competition is a pitch competition
So we
you guys
have
are
the
having.
Creative Young Entrepreneurs Program. It's a
Right.
pitch competition that we're launching, and the deadline is fast approaching.
Whoa.
So we're here today to just try to let y'all know what it is about.
Absolutely.
So it's basically a program that JCI General has actually come up with to help inspire and to encourage young entrepreneurs to develop creative business ideas, plans of actions, and ways to impact their social communities.
Okay.
So this year, because St. Lucia has now been reaffiliated, we're trying to pull out all the big guns. So every initiative that we can get onto, we're trying to do it as best as we can.
As you should.
So, so we've launched the CYE pitch competition. Kind of in a reverse, we wanted to do the program, but that did not work. We would like to get some people to represent St. Lucia at the area conference, which will be hosted in Antigua this year in May. So
Right.
it's soon
We don't have a lot of
approaching.
time.
No, we don't.
Oh.
So this competition is basically for any individual who has any business ideas. That has to be running for at least 3 months prior, at least 3 months and up. And anybody, they could be part of the organization. They could be any person. There's a young student who has an idea.
Right.
But however, there are a little bit like requirements that is required.
Obviously.
And I'm realizing some individuals haven't really gotten the gist of what is expected of them.
So they have already started, but
So,
they're not getting
yes.
it. Okay, let's give it to them now, innit?
So I just wanted to make sure I have it right in front of me.
Go right ahead, love.
So eligibility is open to both JCI members and non-members.
Nice.
Businesses must be active for a minimum of 3 years, 3 months, I would have said.
Right.
Applicants must be 18 to 40 years of age, and submissions require a detailed business plan, a presentation, and a demonstrated ability to clearly articulate the business goals.
Wow.
So it is not a little fly-by pitch
Right,
competition.
right.
This is serious business. But the beautiful thing about it is you're getting an opportunity to not just represent St. Lucia on a regional level, you're getting an opportunity to finance your business. So when you get selected in this competition in our local chapter, you actually get the opportunity to represent St. Lucia in Antigua, either virtually or physically.
That's if you won.
If you
won, if you're the
win
winner.
our local competition, you get the opportunity to try to gain $5,000 US at Area C towards your business. If you win this pitch competition in Antigua, you now represent the region, not just JCI, but you represent the West Indies.